Hey, are you feeling spacey? I mean, we're going to be talking about stress and anxiety, but we're going to be talking about how to deal with it in this spacey condition. Today is a step 13 in Sagittarius, which is a breakdown, breakthrough day. And I want you to do me a favor, put down in the comments what you're feeling. Like, what is your intention for today and what are you feeling? Are you feeling buzzed out? Are you feeling wired? Let us know. And thank you. We're restarting. I can barely see. Hi Don, how you doing? Grand Rising, and if you can give me a bunch of likes all over again, and if you can hit the button on there on the side and forward it to a friend. Okay, I was feeling restless. Yes, gout flare up. Gout flare up. Most likely a little bit of resentment, but uric acid, gout flare up. If you're not doing it already, diatomaceous earth, Irish CMOS. If you really want to get rid of gout, use urine therapy. It works really fast, usually same day. Okay, can I ask anything? Wow, I'm hardly able to see here. Let's do it. Let's try and go live. So yeah, put down in it. My body feels like, put down your intention to put down what's going on. Nerves are out of whack. Just staying home. And Virgo, it's my, yeah, yeah, if you're a Virgo, I'm feeling it. If you're a Virgo, you're probably feeling it in your body today. Yeah, I would say so. Something for SI joint and pregnancy, go do the lower reset on our website and do the barefoot sprinter routine. Those are the ones you want to do through your pregnancy. And by the way, if you do an organ reset, your baby will love you. If you do the fascial organ reset. Shout out. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for Nita for providing the space up here. We got a rooftop that we're just broadcasting off. I'm sitting down because the sun's glaring this way, so I'm trying to get out of the sun. Spaced out, drive my daughter to high school. Needed to be productive. Have trouble with focusing. So if you're having trouble with focusing, guys, let's do this together. Let's sync up first of all, okay? So whether you're standing or sitting, take your right leg. If you're sitting, cross it over. If you're standing, the same thing. Take your right leg, put it underneath your right arm underneath your left armpit, left arm on top. Turn your head to the left and your body to the right. Okay, what I want you to do is to breathe in 3 times through the mouth and 3 times to the nose with me. So 3, 2, 1, breathe in. 2, 3, to the nose. 2, 3. Okay, let's do the other side too. So rotate the body to the left, head to the right. Breathe in 3 times to the mouth. 2, 3, to the nose. 2, 3. Okay. How are you guys feeling after that? Did that change something for you? Okay, Yellow Buddha. So I'm trying to, a second here. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to be bringing up 2 Tuesdays. We're going to be doing that in a bit. Okay. Still sharp pains on the left side. grounding, anything for palpitations. So yeah, let's do something. Let's do it for palpitations. Let's start off with elbow torque. So take your right elbow, torque his skin outward. Put it up, lean over to the left. Breathe in. Do the nose 3 times as well. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side, the left side. Torque it up. Breathe in. Nose. Okay. Also, once you've done that, let's open up the chest here. So pulling the skin on the chest apart is for heart palpitation. Pull it really high, really down, lift up your chin, breathe in. Through your nose. Usually that'll open up your heart, get rid of the palpitations. Having your troubles reading the screen today. Yeah, Crohn's disease. If you have Crohn's disease, the people that I know have Crohn's and colitis that have done 3 months of the 28-day reset protocol with the maneuvers, who have eliminated chemicals from their food and from their care products. I have yet to meet anybody, and I mean it, and if you are, you let me know. I've yet to meet anybody that doesn't have a reversal of symptoms or reversal of diagnosis after 3 months. And again, I'm open to the fact that you don't. And if you don't, I want to know why. If you've done all those things and it hasn't worked, I want to know why. Ruby Jean, you feel like waking up right now? Okay. Lighten up. Terrible cervical headache. Okay, well, let's do some stuff for the cervical spine. Okay, so let's do an ear torque. So grab both ears like this. Put your thumbs in there, grab the tops of the ears. Turn it. Nice tight. Open and close your jaw 3 times. Look up and open and close 3 times. Chin to chest and open and close 3 times. I gotta do this sitting more often. Wow. Look up to the right, open and close. Look up to the left and open and close. Okay, that's the first one. This will help with cervical. That's so check that out, feel how it feels. Then we're going to do a complete ear pull, which actually loosens the fascia and the gallbladder meridian in particular, and the large intestine meridian, which a lot of power through here. So grab your ears like this. You're going to pull it up, okay? And then look up. Breathe in. Chin to chest, and then try to pull your head to the floor while sitting up straight or standing straight. Breathe in. Look up to the right. Look up to the left. Come back to center. Now move your head and neck around. See how you're feeling. Should be feeling pretty good. And this is for cervical, any kind of cervical pain. Okay.
So what's this experience versus standing versus sitting, Jerry?
Well, when you're sitting, the pressure distribution changes. And what I mean by that is when I'm standing up, pressure can go down into the third zone, which is my legs. When I'm sitting, that pressure pretty much gets stopped at my pelvic floor. So it creates more pressure and more engagement up here. Seated fascial maneuvers are so powerful. It's not a diminished result. It's an increased result. Okay. So now what we're going to do is a hair pull. Get your hands in there. Grab the hair. Twist it. And I'm going to twist from my right side to my left side. So I'm basically going counterclockwise. Okay, I'm going to take my other hand and pull the fascia from my right side to my left side so I get a torque. Then I'm going to bend my chin to my chest. I'm going to move around and breathe. All different angles. Wow. Outside of the messy hair,
About 7 minutes still.
okay. Hey, Alexandra. Stream knot and right shoulder blade. That's gallbladder. So let's try a gallbladder organ release and see reset and see how that works. Take your hand, put it right hand on your center bone. Go down to the right side of the rib cage in here. Push up into the rib cage and turn it. Take your left hand, put it behind your neck. Now breathe in 3 times through your mouth. 2, 3. 3 times through your nose. 2, 3. Okay, move that shoulder and tell me if it actually changed anything in the shoulder. Yeah, Len, you needed that, right? Are any of you guys coming to Vancouver 16th? And Vancouver, December 16th in Vancouver. Just wondering if anybody's coming out. We are going to have a massive healing event there. You might be saying that the need may not be that great at this point. Just wait another couple of days. People are having lots of stuff in their bodies. Helped out, but had my gallbladder removed. Okay, if you have an organ removed, if you cut off a hand, an arm, there's still an energetic signature around it. We know that by science. That's how those prosthetics that you move with your brain, it's not really your brain, it's your fascia interpreting the brain. So that's how the prosthetic works. That's science. So when you cut out an organ, the energetic part of that organ doesn't go away. So doing a gallbladder release is going to really help. Yeah, December 16th, planning to be there. I'm coming. So wish I could go. Yeah, gallbladder reset left knee. Yes, because the gallbladder meridian goes down here, through the shoulder blade, down the rib cage, all the way down the outside of the leg, all the way to the foot. And if you want it, it's between these 2 toes. If you want to see if your gallbladder is dysfunctional, go between these 2 toes and squeeze it from top to bottom. If you got a lot of pain there, which most people do, you're going to have a gallbladder dysfunction. Means you're holding on to some resentment. I hope you can come too, Kristen. Haruka Bird, you could come. Just get on a plane from Japan. Okay, what happens when you have an organ transplant? That's a tough one. So I want you to think about it. Every part of your organ, every part of you. Okay, if you believe in structured water, which it's pretty hard not to, there's so much science from it. That means water takes on the structure of whatever is occupying it. So there's a component of that organ that belongs to that person. And you'll see this quite often in organ transplants. You'll see people talking about having different personalities. And my sister-in-law had a liver transplant, and she was definitely a different person after that. So when you have an organ transplant, you're going to take on part of the emotional issues of the person that you're transplanting from. Organs are our emotions, so it's not like it goes away. Can I take Orin instead of supplements?
I didn't get that orange gold, gentle gold.
Oh, yeah, Haruka Bird. The Orm Gold is great. I love Orm Gold, but it's not good. You need silica. If it doesn't matter where you are in the world right now, our skies are being polluted with toxicity, barium, strontium, and aluminum. We have glyphosate in our food. Our food supply, our air is being polluted, and the body and these pollutants are depleting the body's silica. And when you add silica in, the body then can start to absorb the minerals. But if you're not adding silica in, the body can't absorb the minerals. So that Orm Gold and everything else you're taking, it'll work a little bit, but you're not getting the benefit of it. So you've got to add diatomaceous earth and Irish sea moss. You have to. Like, your body needs 102 minerals in order to work. Irish sea moss has 92 of them, 94 of them. Bladder wrack brings the other 8 of them. And if you put those two together, you have 104. For a lot of people, because it's hard for them to get it, if you just get the Irish sea moss, you're going to be in good shape. But if you really want to punch it up, add bladder rack. It's bladder rack, WRACK. Hi, Gary, in Canada. No, we're not in Canada. This is Playa. So we're going out to Tulum. We're going to a resort. But before that, we're doing a class today. We're going to have the class broadcast, I think, live. So we're doing it for some professional fighters. Not Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Muay Thai fighters.
Muay Thai,
Yeah. How much diatomaceous earth? Okay, so what I encourage you to do if you're asking about the supplements or the doses is go to our website and download the supplement guide and follow those instructions. You don't have enough silica. You got to take silica with the CMOS. Oh, there's survival moss. Yeah. There's not enough silica in CMOS to off-regulate what's going on in the world. So what we do is I have people that have been taking CMOS for a long time. If they just engage silica, diatomaceous earth, or silica from horsetail, then what happens is the body absorbs it. The way it is this: is you have minerals, okay, and then you have elements. But the one primary element like silica, calphos, selenium. If silica is the base one, if it's even slightly deficient in the body, your body starts to malabsorb or stops absorbing the minerals properly. So you'll still get absorption. It'll still work, but it's not going to work to the effectiveness. What we did is we took over 10,000 people and we gave them, without anything else, we gave them silica on top of whether they were healthy or not healthy, whether they were dealing with issues or not. And we had an improvement from every single person. We didn't have one person report negative. We had an improvement in their health and condition. That was our own clinical trial in our own clinic. And that was done between 2011 and 2019. Hey, Neelam.
Okay, it's 11:30.
Okay. Gravity collected. I can hardly see my phone. Hey, Ryan.
What's up? How you doing, Gary?
Good. I have a very limited ability to see. I'm squinting. I got a lot of reflected light. I'm on a rooftop here. We're on our way to Tulum, and we stopped here to do maneuvers on the beach, and then it was the craziest thing. We just stopped here, and we ran into some people that are followers, and they provided a rooftop because the beach was a little bit loud for us to do the broadcast.
Mm. Oh, cool. Where are you at? You're halfway between Cancun and Tulum?
Yeah, about halfway, a little less than halfway. Playa del Carmen. It's actually really nice. It's if I wanted to live in, like this is nicer than Cancun. I mean, we're outside of Cancun. We're you've already been there. But, So this is nicer than Cancun as far as if I had to live in a city, I'd live here. But.
I like Playa del Carmen. It's a pretty good spot. The Mexicans call it Playa del Crimen, so it's a lot of crime, I guess. But,
so how you been feeling the last couple of days, out of curiosity?
I feel pretty good, actually. I've been feeling great. I've had a great weekend, so I feel that's me. I'm feeling like I had a very fulfilling weekend with my close friends and stuff. So we just had we had a trip out in St. Augustine by the ocean and got Airbnb and stuff. So it's been a fulfilling weekend. I would say that last like 4 days.
You know, I I've had a great weekend too, and I was coming off something that I was like I pushed into a detox, and I was like right at the edge of the detox to the point where like on Friday I wasn't going to be able to do the live. So what I did is so I started heavy dosing my urine therapy, and then that got me through it. And then Saturday I was having a good weekend, but I was right at the edge of detox all weekend, never crossing over and then I came out of it Monday morning. But it's been an interesting weekend. I mean, we're being flooded with personal health issues with people right now. I mean, flooded, like it's insane. We're talking like
Yeah.
thousands of messages a day right now.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people that are sick right now, but I mean, um, yeah, sick, maybe some low
Or
energy, but
or 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 are
most of the
they
people,
sick? Or are they detoxing?
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, who knows? Yeah, it's a lot of switching and pressure and weather and that kind of stuff. So that kind of stuff causes us to change as well.
Well,
So
it's also this is the switching of timelines. They said astrologically, like this is the week.
mm,
This is one of the biggest weeks in human history in astrology, in the way that because we're done with the old story, we're in the new story, and we're trying to feel it out. And now the world's catching up to us.
mm, mm. That's interesting. Yeah, like I said, like that all intrigues me, and I still have like
Yeah,
I still have yet to sign up with what was it again? What was you keep telling me to do it, and I wrote it down last time and I lost
serious
the
joy,
paper. Serious
serious
joy.
joy. Yeah, let me know. I'll put you on our employee plan.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. So my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So
yeah, no,
I wrote it down.
dude. It's like when you're ready, you'll do it, and when you do it, because you're such a mastermind, you'll figure it out. You'll become an
Mm,
expert at it.
yeah. Well,
I
I'm
mean, you're a
interested.
grandmaster Gemini. That is mastermind.
Mm, mm. Okay. Well,
So what are we gonna do
I'm gonna have
today?
to do it.
What are we gonna do today? I
Um,
hope I can do it sitting because I got sun coming down pretty
yeah,
hard anyway.
seated's good. Yeah, hopefully we can get you going. But yeah, seated's fine for this. Um, I want to do I want to do a little bit of movement based stuff. So I want to do some air packing and some movement. Kind of like a blend of kind of what I do and what fascia maneuvers is, but a little bit more a little faster, a little more speed to it. And then using the breath with movement and rotation, that kind of stuff. But seated's good because we're gonna do all upper torso. I'll explain the move. We've done some of this before, but we're gonna do a little different.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna explain the movements first, and then I'm gonna guide you through the breath work. So the movements are simple. There is a rotational movement, which we're trying to take your your elbow behind you, and you're trying to retract the scapula and push the arm. So we're getting this motion. So we're trying to create torque, and we're locking the
Yeah.
hips in place. So it's all upper thoracic, and
Yeah.
then repeating back and forth. Okay, so that's that motion.
Like
We're just
this.
trying to create torque. Pushing and pulling. But yeah,
Yeah. So
that's
I'm
kind of the idea.
pulling here and pushing with here.
Yeah, but like actively
Like
trying
that.
to like pull into this. Yeah, so if you're actively pulling the scap,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
I'm doing
this
that right
scap
now.
is okay, because when we have like the scap retracts and protracts, when we create that, we get a lot more thoracic rotation that way. So yeah,
Yeah.
so as long as
Okay.
that arm that's pulling, I'd like to use the musculature to pull this way, and then this scap is pushing. So if that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, but you can play with
Yeah.
it
I'm pushing
however
with
works for
one,
you.
pulling with another. I can feel it locking up.
Okay. All right. So yeah, whatever works for you on that, and we'll just basically do rotations through that motion as we go, and then I'll cue you on the breath, and then the next one is kind of a scooping motion, like a almost qigong, like we're reaching and we're feeding the arm underneath. So this kind of motion, and then switching this one. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with those two, but let me instruct the breath now. So we're gonna air pack. Air packing and stage breath. If you're familiar with fascial maneuvers, that's what you guys call it. Similar to that, it's a freediving technique. But what we're doing is we're going beyond our 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 total volume. We're trying to pack in extra air. So it'll be big inhale through the nose, peak volume, and then we're going to pack, hold, and then we're going to do the movements until you have air hunger. And then as the air hunger builds, the desire to breathe, and it's too strong and you have to breathe, you'll exhale but continue the movements. Now we're going to use the breath you're going to see the difference in capacity. So when we have a big strong breath like that, you'll see how much more rigid and strong the torso is, and then how much more flexion we get when we actually exhale and use the breath. So it has a few different purposes here, but this is a really strong practice. So seated is best because you can get kind of lightheaded anyway. So cool.
Okay. Yeah.
All right,
I
I'll guide you through it. So the first one is the rotational. Okay, so that's what the first one we're going to do. All right. So let's take a couple group breaths. Let's go exhale everything. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Big inhale through the nose and hold for a second. Now pack air. Another sip. One more. Hold the breath. And now let's start to rotate and squeezing on those ends on that rotation. Okay, so switching arms back and forth, just kind of rotating, pushing through each end, going until that air hunger builds up, or if it's already built up, that's okay. And then what's going to happen is you're going to exhale and wring out the lungs with the rotation. Let's try it now. Inhale to center. Exhale, wring it out. Inhale to center. Exhale, wring it out. Inhale to center. Exhale, wring it out. Two more. In. Out. In. Out. Good. Recover. Back to nasal breathing. We're going to do that same rotation again. Now that you got it down, you get the idea of how the breath goes. We're going to try one more time.
Switching
Okay?
arms, like switching the other side.
Yeah, we'll do the same thing we just did. Yep. So I'm doing these, you're doing that. So whatever modification you want to use, but this is kind of what I use. But we're gonna
Yeah,
go
I
back to
just
the air
can't see
pack,
you.
okay?
That's it. I can see your shadow. That's why.
Oh, you can't even see me. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, so the same exact thing we just did. So we're just kind of pushing and pulling, okay? All right.
Okay.
So let's go air pack again. Deep breath through the nose. Pull the breath in. Bigger breath. One more. Hold. It should be really tight. Now let's get those rotations going. Your own flowing, but just extend, trying to get to the end, really trying to push past it. Each time we're going further and further. Let that air hunger build. And when it builds, I want you to release it on that rotation. So you're trying to imagine you're wringing out your lungs with the rotation. And release if you haven't yet. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate and push. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate and push. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate and push further. Push, reach further. Exhale further. More breath out. Inhale to center. One more. Exhale, push it all out. Reach, rotate, get it all out. Push all the air out. Come back to center and breathe normal. Come back to nasal breathing. Recover. Long, slow breaths through the nose. Feeling good?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I sure feel good.
I mean, you're rotating, but yeah. So this one is this reaching one. Do you see that one? So we're doing these way. Now we're doing lateral. So we just did kind of a transverse plane thing. So now
Can I do a fascial maneuver, rotation and reach?
Sure.
So if I
But
go
just you want to
rotation
just
on the
kind of
elbow and reach.
you would go here and then maybe go this side through
Okay.
it. Okay. Just to
So
keep it moving.
do it
But yeah,
one
that's
side at
fine
a
too.
time, or this way and then this way.
So each breath pattern, I want you to try see if you can rotate each one and kind of go through it, and then you can switch to this side, and then you can maybe
Okay.
grip on this side
Got it.
if that's
Got it.
possible. See
Yeah,
if that's
it is.
possible. Okay. So we'll start with a breath out. Inhale through the nose, all the way up. Release it. And then breath all the way in through the nose. Pack the air through the mouth. Hold. And now let's go. We're reaching. if you're doing it how Gary's doing it, that's fine. You're just going to kind of reach and rotate. If not, then if you're doing it like me, you're going to reach that arm underneath because you're trying to create this kind of reaching pattern, this wringing out
Oh,
pattern.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Keep going, kind of wring out that, but keep the breath going. And then exhale, wring out the lungs. Inhale to the center. Exhale, wring out the lungs. Keep going. Let's do two more. Inhale, bring out the lungs, and come back to normal breathing through the nose. Good. Cool. Now, we're going to do one more round of that. So just recovering. And now we're going to come back to a big inhale through the nose, air pack, and do one last round of that. Okay? So big breath in. Pack it. Hold. And now let's go. Release. Inhale to center. Inhale to center. Inhale to center. Further. Good. Come back to normal. Breathe normal. Cool. Now,
Oh yeah.
we're going
Lots
to
of
do
burping. So
lots of burping going on. Yeah, ringing it out. Cool.
yeah.
All right. So now a fast one we're going to do is a rotational one. You're going to be like, I use like hands like this, or sometimes I'll cross my arms. You know, you're kind of creating this like arcing rotation, and we're going to use the breath, and it looks like this. So it's okay. We'll start that together.
So if I
All right.
if
So
I actually
starting.
do a fascia totally twisted and do that,
Yep.
I'm actually compressing the
Perfect.
fascia in the lungs at the maximum capacity.
Perfect.
And if I cross my
Do
leg
that. It's fine
over,
too.
I'm gonna do.
Let's do it. I'm down with that.
Okay, so I'm crossing my right leg over my left leg, crossing my
Yep.
right hand underneath my left armpit, left arm on top. This is gonna force the fascia internally in the lungs to open the most.
Cool. All right. So let's do that one, and then we'll switch and do the other side afterwards. Okay.
Okay.
So the first one, let's pack from here. So we'll do this thing. What we're doing now, let's pack it in. So let's go in through the nose. Pack. Now start the movement. And then exhale. And then it's violent and it's like forceful on the exhale. It's like trying to wring the lung out quickly. Cool. Come back to normal breathing. Good. Switch hands and feet.
Yeah, you know what
Yep.
you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of doing that underneath the water that we do.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's squeezing
Exactly.
that last, it's using rotational pressure to squeeze the last bit of air out of the tissue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, it's kind of what we're looking for. So, all right. So same thing. We'll do air packing in to the nose, down the mouth. Hold the breath. Let's go. Release. Come back to normal. Breathe in. Shake it off.
Yeah, it's working.
Lots of burps. Yeah, that kind of breath will get in there. Cool. How you feel?
I feel good. Actually, I feel really,
Cool.
really good. Yeah. I was lacking a little energy when we started because it's been we were actually ended up doing an impromptu class, which I didn't plan on doing, and we're doing professional fighter class later on today. So I'm like, I needed some
Cool.
energy. This is perfect timing.
Yeah, man. That's this is perfect for exactly that. Like I use this for prepping like any kind of like any kind of more higher intensity power output sport. MMA would be great for this because what you're getting is a little bit more of that dynamic breath, but you're also getting some breath holds, and you're also kind of you're doing fascial maneuvers in there as well, you know. So it's just a little bit different idea behind it. But that you could combine this with fascial maneuvers too, the same kind of breathing pattern, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's a great little.
What fascial maneuvers is really just what we do is the spinning of the skin, which we're doing. It's turning the head, which closes pressure off. When you turn the head, you actually force the pressure in the three zones to close, so this one gets compacted the most, right where the lungs are.
Yeah, I mean that's what in the comments too. That sounds
Like one of the ways that we show people is if you cross your right leg over your left leg, try this out. Right arm underneath left armpit, left arm on top. If you turn your body to the right and then turn your head to the left, feel the tension. Okay, then come back to center. Turn your head to the left first. Now turn your body to the right, and you dramatically increase the pressure in the center cavity of the body, right into the sacrum. So
yeah,
it's like a tube of toothpaste. If I close it off first, there's nowhere for the air to go in the fascia.
Yeah, that's a cool perspective. I like that. I like the tube of toothpaste analogy.
Well, by the way, we just launched a new app. If you go sign up for our app today, where it's soft launch, we haven't really told anybody yet. You can actually, if you go and re-sign up, there's a new 28-day reset that's being built that has way more information, including the zones of fascia in the body and how they work.
That's cool. That's a cool. It's your own app now? Is that
No,
what you're moving to?
a third party app, but we're not going to go our own app just because. I mean, at the volume we're at, you put 100,000 people on your own app. It's a whole new world, right? So we're using a third party app, but this one here is way more user friendly. Allows you to reply to threads, sends you messages on your phone. It allows you to do Zoom meetups or like internal Zoom meetups and external stuff. Really, it's just a lot easier. But what we've done is we've taken in the 45 and the 28-day reset, like some of those videos are an hour. So we've taken 15 or 18 minutes of those videos out, and we give a new routine every day with slightly different instructions. So you're not doing the same resets over and over again.
Oh, cool. I love that. That's cool. That's the human garage on. What would you search for that?
Yeah, if you just go, the app is called Circle, but if you just go to our website right now and sign up, you'll actually go into the new app. You can still get into the old app. We're going to leave that up for about a year. But the new app is where we're going to put all the new content, all the new information. It has better diagrams. It has a whole new 28-day reset in there, and it's way more functional.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because I mean, Mighty Networks is good. It's glitchy sometimes.
It's limiting. It limits. There's so many things that like I know that everybody's out there. Yeah, I got this app. I got this. They all work until you get to 100,000 people, and then when you get to 100,000 people, then all these cool little apps that you're using start to glitch, right? And when they glitch and you have 100,000 people, then you've got 500 hours a week worth of support time.
Yeah, no kidding. It's time to tell people how to use the app. I know.
Yeah,
it's gotta be brutal.
So Zach, try it out. Go try out the new app.
Okay, cool. I'll go there. Go do it.
You sign up again, but you still get in the old one.
Yeah. So, cool. I'm just trying to see some questions here. If there's anything we want to answer. Online class.
You have to read them out, basically.
Yeah, you can't see your screen, huh?
I can see like shadows. I can see a couple messages. I can barely make it out, but I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah. My online classes. So we're been working on. We have one coming at some point, and then I also do I do individual one-on-one stuff as well. So you can direct message me if you're interested.
Yeah, we get a lot of people waiting for your class, like hundreds and hundreds of people. So whatever you're gonna do with Lisa to get that worked out timing wise, but let's do it soon because we got people waiting.
Yeah, I know we need a date and all that stuff. So I think we did, but then we didn't. So, yeah, I'll try again.
Yeah, reach out, and let's get it going.
Okay, cool. Cool, man. That's all. I kind of want to just do that little shorty with you today. That little.
Oh,
Because I
that's
feel like
actually
those are pretty
perfect.
good. Yeah, I think it's best because I want to be able to give people something they can kind of take and apply and give it some places. Longer sessions are cool, but it's just sometimes it's harder to kind of apply to your life. And for this meeting, I think it's probably pretty good. So
Okay, awesome, Brian. So, so if you could do me a favor, drop in the comments how people can find you. Again, there's some people asking. I know
yeah,
that they're probably putting in there, but I can't even see it. I just saw one or two.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. If you want, I mean, first of all, you can click on my name in the chat here. And just go to my account. All my stuff's in my bio. And,
Okay,
yeah,
awesome, Ryan.
cool. Thanks,
Go
Gary.
try out
Well,
the
I
new app
appreciate.
and tell me what you
Yeah,
think.
man.
It's
I'll
pretty
go. I'll
cool.
go there now. I'll go check it out now.
Okay,
All
okay.
right, man. Well, have a great day.
Take care, buddy.
See you.
Hey. Okay, that was good. I really needed that today. I don't know about you guys, but that was pretty super powerful for me. Is Kim gonna be able to get there a little bit earlier? Kim, if you're there. Okay, we had a poor connection there for a second. Kim Myers. So there we go. Hi, Kim.
Hello. Hello.
Wow, you look so different.
I feel so different.
So tell everybody where you live. It's Kim Myers. Where you live and when your birthday is.
I live in Grand Prairie, Alberta, and my birthday is April 15th.
April 15th. And you're, of course,
25.
is an Aries.
Yeah.
Are you 25-degree Aries?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're in Lisa's club.
She is in my group.
So you're a spiritual Aries. You have a strong sense of sense, literally strong sense of sense. So Kim,
Yes, I think I
tell
do.
everybody. I've been watching your journey for a while. Let's start off with. Can you tell everybody where this started off for you? Like, how did you find us and why?
Why did I find you? Because I was looking for you, I guess. Just on Instagram, I found you. Started back in February. Took a live class, and changed my life because I could suddenly walk without pain in one day. So that was pretty cool.
How long had you been in pain?
Um, well, I don't have an answer for that because it's been a long time, most of my life,
Right.
on and off, mostly on.
Isn't that weird though? How you can go your whole life in pain, and then one class later, sometimes you can that can shift.
Yeah.
Now, for those of you guys who want to look at this, you go to our wall, you'll see a picture of Kim before and after. We did a partner maneuver session. And you in that partner maneuver session, it looks like you lost like 20 years.
Yeah, I did. And I feel like I lost 20 years just in general, not just in my face, but overall. I feel like I'm starting over.
What was the pains that you were dealing with for the most part?
Mm, pain everywhere, pain in my joints, pain in my fascia, I guess. Like I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and that is basically just pain. That's what they tell you. And I've always had pain from dislocating joints. Um, I've lived in pain all my life, so I don't really know how to explain that.
Yeah, it's
It's
hard. It's hard when you've been in it your whole life. But what's been the big reduction? Like, what do you notice is different in your life? Because we get a lot of people with Ehlers-Danlos. I mean, a lot. And I and they built a for the most part, they built this whole story around how this disease is a disease. It's so hard, and they're not going to be able to live a normal life. And I'm like, I actually see the diagnosis of EDS as not a disease, but actually as an increase in function in the body that the brain and the musculoskeletal system hasn't been able to reconcile.
Oh, I totally agree. I only found out that I had this condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I only heard of it 4 years ago, but I lived with it all of my life. And when I heard of it, it just explained to me what was happening. It just explained that my fascia was not working properly, I guess, or in the right state. And so then it was easy for me to say to myself, oh, I'm supposed to be flexible. But it took me a while to kind of get through all the layers of the pain I had for so long. But once I understood that Ehlers-Danlos syndrome doesn't have to be you don't have to be in pain forever. But I was all my life, but no one ever explained to me that if I just hydrated properly or moved, that it would help. Because every time I moved, I was in pain before.
Right. So what is it like now, and how fast has it changed? Well, first of all, what is it like now? Like, what is your life like compared to now? Like, how do you say the difference? If you tell somebody things have changed, what do you say has changed?
Uh, well, I used to be bedridden. Like I could not get off my bed or get off the couch. Maybe I did an hour a day total of standing up just to maybe do some dishes and some laundry and feel like I was contributing. But now I can't lay down. I lost so many years of not moving that all I want to do now is move and jump and play. And yeah, that's all I want to do. I'm 57 and I feel amazing. I've never felt this good, I don't think, in all my life.
That's pretty amazing. So what were some of the things that you were dealing with? Did it affect your sleep, as an example?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got so bad that I was diagnosed with hyperagenergic POTS, which is gone now. But in my sleep, when I would roll over, I would start sweating from every cell, every pore I had, just because I think that I was so, I don't know, I guess I was twisting my fascia and releasing, but not in any constructive way. It was just rolling over in bed.
Right.
And so then when I started doing the maneuvers in a constructive form, then I would sweat. I would just break into a sweat. And then I realized that that's what my body has been trying to do all along, is all of that. But it couldn't
So what did it?
before.
So what with Ehlers-Danlos? There's hypermobilities and joints are always dislocating, right?
Yeah.
What does that look like when most people have never dislocated a joint? What does that look like? What does it feel like?
Well, I first dislocated my kneecaps when I was about 11, and it continued on till I was 30. And well, it caused me, well, it would just be nightmares to have my kneecap literally on the other side of my leg. Um, Sometimes it would stay there for a while. Sometimes I would have to push my leg back out and throw my kneecap back into place. My pelvis has dislocated, sublexed, I guess what they say, and lots of ribs and neck issues, ankles, every part of me that could move did. But I think it was just because I don't know why exactly. You tell me why. But yeah, I was in pain always. It didn't seem to matter what I did. I was in pain.
When you said you tell me why, I mean, to be honest with you, we have lots of theories about why this works, but I'm not attached to the theory. I'm attached to the result. Because, I've learned that as I started working with fascia, every time I think I understand fascia or the body, I learn something new every single time. So there's no such thing as, in my opinion, as fixed science or fixed explanations. Like we're in perpetual motion and we're in a perpetual learning state, and I believe as human beings we're evolving. I mean physically our bodies are evolving. I mean I have enough things in my body to say that this is evolving. And
I believe.
um, I mean, you got a chance. Did you get when we were at the retreat? Did you get a chance to? I don't know if you did. Did you get a chance to touch us?
I know.
Oh, you missed out. Because when you touch it, when you touch our bodies, you go, whoa, wait a second here. That's weird. I don't think a body should feel like that. And that's part of what I believe is the evolutionary path. But I believe what my theory is that Ehlers-Danlos is that there's different layers or functional layers of fascia, and the ones like fear, which is the most constricting to the bone, locks up, so that the body it's trying to move in and out of positions, and that causes the bones to actually move in and out of position. That's where the subluxing comes in. And when we integrate the fascia with the muscles, with the nervous system, then it just seems to blend and work.
Yeah, I feel so much calmer. Like I went on a live with you back at the end of February, and there I was not calm. Like my heart was racing all the time. So I do feel so much calmer overall, and I do think that before all those dislocations, I would just be on edge. I would just be so. Every time I moved, my heart would just start racing because there was nothing. I was not aligned. I was not in place, and that's what I feel like these years have gotten me more aligned.
Yeah. I can't. I mean, for anybody who's dislocated a joint out here, imagine how shocking and jarring it is to your nervous system. Imagine doing that on a daily basis multiple times. That's what it is, really. So, what was it? What was it like actually? Because you're up in Grand Prairie. What was it like coming to a retreat with a bunch of other people doing fascial maneuvers?
Well, I'm going to tell you that, first of all, just me going there was a big event for me. Just for me to say, yes, I'm going, because traveling alone, I don't know, remember the last time I have. And going there and meeting a bunch of people I've never met before was very scary for me. But I was determined to do it. So I felt like I was coming in, I kind of felt like going into Hogwarts or something, I didn't know where I was going. And it was just this bumpy ride all the way in on that little plane. And then I landed, and I just felt immediately like I belonged with everybody. And like immediately, it was really nice to just land and not have to really explain myself and just be me. And
Yeah, I
it was
think
really,
that's an important part, because when everybody's got aches and pains and things going on, but for the most part they're hidden. And when you have something that's visual that people can see, that they never stop asking, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? Are you okay? Can I help? And it's like, man, stop asking me. I don't want you to ask anymore. If I wasn't okay, I would tell you it wasn't okay and ask for your help. And what I like about being around the Human Garage community is that people are okay with me not being okay sometimes. Like when I went through my detox, I mean, to the outside world, it looks like my life's coming apart. But what it's actually doing is falling together. But if I treated it like it was coming apart, then nothing good would happen.
yeah, I agree. And what I liked about that was everyone was in the same mode. Like everybody was going through their experiences, and I believe most of us felt safe just to be experiencing our emotions, whether they were the current emotions or old emotions brought up. I felt so safe with just expressing myself or being alone if I needed to be alone. But I always knew if I reached out, there'd be help just in a second. Like, I mean, I've never been to a place before where people would just say, "Do you mind if I just work on your neck? Can I just work on your knees for you?" Okay. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, I just felt really.
I think it's actually kind of, even for me, I think the community is really cool because, I like to help people, and in a normal world, people don't actually like to be helped, and so it feels good to be able to work and help. Like when we did that partner maneuvers with you, and then I had some people helping me, and then working with you, and then you could just see you change like in a matter of minutes. That was so cool.
Yeah, well, I felt like I got off the plane and the ride through the jungle to get there, and I felt like I walked in, and it was like, there she is. We need to do an intervention right now. So I I did. I felt like I got a lot of intervention when I first got there, and it was really uncomfortable for me, um, just to walk in and have all this work done on me. But I obviously feel very blessed. Um, and it was, yeah, it was magical. It was wonderful to be. I've never had anyone do partner maneuvers with before,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
a lot of change.
It
I've been
does it
doing
does
this all
make
my.
a difference. But the cool part is that you got yourself to the point where you got there. You got yourself to being better first.
Oh, absolutely. I that's what I feel. It was no me to go because I did work very hard, 9 months to get there. So
Yeah.
that was, to me, it was a celebration
Well, that's
and
funny.
just a
Nine
bonus
months
that
in
I.
Aries.
What's that?
I would say that's funny. 9 months you're in Aries. Aries is the number nine. Can't make that stuff up.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I
So
told my
Kim,
doctor this no longer have
oh, go ahead.
POTS. So that
Go
was.
ahead.
I said I told my doctor this week that I no longer have POTS, and she was. I told her about Human Garage, and I only went to the doctor to tell her that I wasn't that I healed myself. And so by the end of the appointment, she was writing humangarage.net down on her prescription pad, and her assistant was writing humangarage.net on her prescription pad. And I went to a talk therapist this week, and I walked in there, and I told her that I used to have POTS, and she says my daughter has POTS, so she wrote down humangarage.net on her prescription pad. So
Yeah.
people
And
are noticing that.
it's powerful that you can send them to somewhere to do it themselves. You don't have to. They don't have to buy anything or purchase anything. That's the best part, right?
Mhm. It was very
So,
powerful for me.
so somebody who has EDS and they believe that they're stuck in this disease, what do you say to them?
Well, they're not. It's not a disease, that's for sure. Um, just,
Yeah,
just, just trust me. um,
it's a
yeah, I
it's
don't.
an education. It's an education, really.
Yeah, it is. I wish I didn't have to go through what I went through to get here, but I know I had to.
Yeah, it's a greater purpose. Like
Yeah.
I've gone through so much physical, emotional, psychological pain that it's hard for somebody to say, you don't understand to me. Yeah, and that's a really powerful tool because I'm like, I know I do understand. Matter of fact, I went through. I mean, there's people that have had worse situations than me, but not many.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never wanted to talk about my pain and my suffering, and I still don't. It's hard, but
yeah.
I think that's part of it now is for me to
Well,
say that I had it and I'm no longer suffering.
yeah, because you're through it. Yeah, you're. I mean, that's the funny thing. It's not pain is not all gone, but suffering is gone because pain comes and goes with my day, but suffering is the lack of willingness to acknowledge the pain and the message that it's sending. Because every pain has a message, and suffering is I can't believe I'm here. I don't want to be here. Suffering is a state of mind. Pain is something that happens in my body and it comes and goes. If I start suffering, that pain gets worse.
Absolutely. I think that was what happened to me back when I was suffering all the time. I kept saying, why me, why me, why me? And then when I said, why not me? I thought, oh, I see. It's up to me to get through this on my own somehow, with help, of course. But yeah,
Yeah.
it turned into addiction more than my suffering. I had to
Well,
get
Kim, it's been quite the journey watching you. And it's awesome to know that 9 months ago we talked on live and here you are, completely different person. And I didn't do it. You did it.
well, with guidance, I can, but I did do
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
guidance, but you did it. You did it. You're not dependent upon me. You have the tools.
I do.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it, Kim.
Thank you. I just want to wave to everybody because I don't read the comments, but I see little hearts. So I just want to wave. It was a magical experience for me to go to the retreat.
And by the way, I see it's from Kim Myers is alive to Kim Meyer is aligned.
Yep.
That's such a good reframe. I'm so happy that you are where you are.
Thank you.
Take care, Kim.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
That was awesome. It was like seeing 9 months later somebody who came in with a lifelong pain, and we're talking lifelong pain, 5 decades of pain. And she was able to take care of it herself. That's the most powerful thing ever. Everybody, I'm going to wrap up today a little early for a lot of reasons. Number one, I can't see the screen, so it's hard for me to even see who's commenting and what the comments are. We are going to be broadcasting live in a couple hours, I think, at 1 p.m. I believe we're at either 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to be working with some professional fighters, showing them how to implement fascial maneuvers and partner maneuvers. And what? 12 Pacific. So 12 Pacific, we'll be broadcasting if you guys want to tune in there. And we'll be able to see you and look at your comments too. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day.